Dream, 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 dream.
It was all a dream.
Greetings, all my dreamers and dreamettes. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do to the channel. Subscribe right now. Also, if you want to support my brand, love you guys, it's at inspiredbydreams.shop. And that's dreams with 3 Z's. I'll leave the link under this video if you guys want to support. Okay, today's episode, let's get it. In a rundown neighborhood on the outskirts of New York City, there lived a little girl named Kimmy. Despite the worn-out houses and graffiti-covered walls, Kimmy's bright eyes shone with hope. She lived in a small old house with her mother and father. But this was no happy home. Her father was an alcoholic, often taking out his anger on Kimmy and her mother. Her mother, beaten down by years of abuse, seemed trapped in a cycle of despair. Every night, Kimmy would curl up in her tiny bedroom, clutching a worn-out teddy bear, trying to drown out the shouts and crashes from the living room. School was her only refuge. She loved to learn and escape into the world of books, dreaming of a better life. Her teachers saw her potential, but they also saw the sadness in her eyes. As Kimmy grew older, the hope in her eyes began to dim. At 15, she met Jake, the boy from her neighborhood. See, Jake was charming and kind at first, giving Kimmy the attention she craved. But it wasn't long before he started to show a darker side. He would yell at her, call her names, and sometimes even hit her. Yet Kimmy stayed with him, believing she didn't deserve any better. She saw her mother in herself and Jake in her father, and it all felt tragically familiar. Years passed and Kimmy found herself in one abusive relationship after another. Each time, she thought she had found love, only to end up hurt and broken. She felt trapped, just as her mother had been. Her dreams of a better life seemed like distant, unreachable fantasies. But one day, everything changed. Kimmy, now 20, met Mrs. Thompson, a kind old woman who ran a community center in her neighborhood. See, Miss Thompson saw something special in Kimmy and offered her a part-time job and a safe place to talk. With her gentle encouragement, Miss Thompson began to peel back layers of pain and self-doubt that had built up around Kimmy's heart. With Miss Thompson's support, Kimmy started attending counseling sessions. She learned about the cycle of abuse and began to understand that she was not to blame for the pain she had endured. Slowly, she started to believe in her own worth. Encouraged by her new mentor, Kimmy decided to go back to school, determined to create a better future for herself. Leaving behind her abusive relationship was the hardest thing Kimmy had ever done, but with the help of a local women's shelter, she found a small apartment and a fresh start. She enrolled in college, studying social work with a dream of helping others who have faced similar struggles. At 25, Kimmy graduated and started working at the same community center where she had met Miss Thompson. She became a beacon of hope for other young girls in similar situations, using her story to inspire and empower them. One day, standing in front of a group of young girls, Kimmy shared her journey. "You are worth more than the pain you've endured," she told them, her eyes now filled with strength and determination. "Your past doesn't define your future." The girls listened, captivated by her story, and in their eyes, Kimmy saw the same spark of hope that had once shone in her own. She knew that she had found her true calling, breaking chains of abuse and helping others to do the same. As she looked out at the girls, she felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The cycle of abuse had been broken, and in place, a new cycle of hope and empowerment had begun. Kimmy's journey was far from over. But she was no longer walking it alone. She had found her purpose, the strength to change not only her own life, but the lives of countless others. Until next time, stay inspired.